Hi guys, hello, welcome to another vlog. Today, there's a few things that I need to do. I need to pack because this weekend I'm going to Mexico with my daughters. I am so excited about that, but a little bit overwhelmed as well because I feel I am overdoing a little bit. I just came back from Washington D.C. I have posted that vlog already, so I'll link it up here if you haven't watched it yet. But I went to see my friend in Washington. I was there for the weekend. It was a very short, rushed trip. I had an amazing time. It was awesome to be there with her, but it was a tiring trip. It was a lot of airport. Even though it was a short flight, it was only an hour and a half flight. Flying to the States from Canada, you got to do like customs here, so you got to be at the airport like 3 hours before, so it still ends up being a long travel day. And when we were there, we were like doing sightseeing, and it was cold. It was so cold. Cold really stresses me, like physically. It's a big stress on my body, and it's a big trigger for fibromyalgia. So I was in a lot of pain, needless to say, on the way back. I pretty much did a lot of sleeping yesterday. I didn't go grocery shopping, didn't do anything. There was like no groceries in the house. I unpacked my suitcase. Today I'm doing a load of laundry. I usually like to pack a few days before and literally try to do nothing the day before the trip so that I am as rested as possible. Come along with me today as I get things ready, as I pack, throw some laundry, and try to get as much as I can at the same time listening to my body, because again, I don't want to overdo it and bring on a crash and a flare. So trying to get as productive as possible, but at the same time kind of like listening to the clues, right? Because that's what we have to do. If you're looking for an aesthetically pleasing vlog, well, that's not the one. I haven't showered in a couple of days. My husband is out of the country and I'm overwhelmed with overbooking myself with trips. I'm going to take you through what some days in my life look like. It's around 1 p.m. now and I'm like getting really hungry, so I'm like just gonna go and grab something to eat. So I just realized that there is so much old food in the fridge. And then now I'm like, I need to clean this fridge. I need to throw away all this old food because we're gonna be gone for 4 days. And if this food is already going bad and just stays there, not only is taking up space in the fridge, but also it's gonna stink pretty bad by the time we come back. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I don't even know what's in there. This has been dripping through all the shelves. And this, guys, this is cranberry sauce from Christmas. Yes, we are almost in February and I still had cranberry sauce from Christmas. So I'm going through all the foods that we have in the fridge. I'm checking expiry dates, I'm smelling things, anything that looks iffy and that I know that's been there for a while, I'm throwing it away. Cleaning the fridge is so much work. I first take everything out of the fridge and then I start washing all the containers. At this point, I'm starting to get pretty overwhelmed. The dirty dishes are starting to pile up. There's so much stuff to put away, and I'm starting to get pretty hungry. I can get pretty carried away in a project and completely forget to eat, and all of a sudden I feel that drop in blood sugars and feel super unwell. So I'm warming up some food from last night and I'm taking a little break to eat. Oh my gosh, guys, I am regretting having started that, but it needed to be done. It really needed to be done. Sorry about this like annoying noise. It's my dishwasher. I don't know why it's making this annoying noise, but it's on and I'm here in the kitchen, so sorry about that. But yeah, I started taking everything out of the fridge, washing some stuff. It's not just going to be throwing away food. The fridge is disgusting. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna do it before and after. But yeah, it is a lot more work than I had anticipated, and I already have a load of towels in the wash machine, so gonna have to deal with that as well. And it's just like, oh, I'm not listening to my body. Those are leftovers from yesterday. They are, what are they called? Cauliflower wings and some potato thingies. And then, of course, I have to add a lot of salt because I crave salt like crazy and nothing is ever salty enough for me. That's good. So this job, I might have to take a few breaks in between. So it might be a whole day thing, which is not what I was planning at all, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. That fridge was starting to stink. It's disgusting. The drawer has like rotten veggies with the juice sipping through. Like there was like stuff that got tipped over and there was liquid going through the shelves. I don't know what happened. I wasn't here. I was gone. And yeah, I can't leave for another weekend and I'm gonna come back and it's going to be like a disaster. So need to deal with this, but I'm gonna take my time. You know, like the Pomodoro kind of productivity where you put a timer for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you wanna set it up to. You do for that amount of time and then you take a break and then later you come back and you do it for another chunk of time. That is how we're gonna get this kitchen done today. I laid down for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I asked the kids to put away like all the dishes that were drying there so that I have a little bit of room to start washing the shelves and the drawers and start putting the food back in the fridge because yeah, I lay down for 20 minutes and all the food is there. We don't have any meat, but there's some dairy stuff that honestly I should have put it back in the fridge, but it just hit me. I'm not feeling good at all. I feel like really, really cold. And I'm running a little bit of a fever. And that's new to me, like this running fever thing. I think is the autoimmune thing that is new to me, and managing that is a whole new chapter. But this needs to be dealt with because I've got food everywhere and I've also got towels that will need to be put in the dryer. But I don't need to fold them today, that as long as they're dry. So they do need to go in the dryer. But I just really need to concentrate in this kitchen, get this done, out of the way, because the food needs to go back in the fridge. And yeah, try to take it easy because it is going downhill fast. It is snowing a lot. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Oh, I don't know if lying down was worse, because now I feel really cold and my back is hurting so much, like so much. And I don't want to take any painkillers until I'm done this kitchen, because I might just crash if I take them. So okay, let's get this done. Let's finish this. As I was washing the big drawer, I ended up spilling a bunch of water on the floor. At this point, I was just like, I am so done with this. The last thing I wanted to do was to be on my hands and knees and dry the floor. My back was hurting so much. I felt stuck on the floor. It actually took me a while to be able to get up again. I'm going to confess, like, I absolutely hate cleaning the fridge because everything is just so big and awkward and it doesn't really fit in the sink. And that's probably why I leave it so long in between cleaning and it gets to the point that it gets. It's just so much work. You have to wash everything and then you have to dry everything and then you have to sort the food. It takes a lot of energy. It's the kind of thing that if I do it, that's it for the rest of the day. I don't have energy to do anything else, and there is even a pretty high chance that this is going to trigger a flare and that's going to impact the next 2 or 3 days. When you start to put everything back in, it is so satisfying to see a clean fridge. And the part that I really enjoy is when it comes to the countertops. I don't know why, but I just find it so satisfying to scrub the countertops and just wipe everything clean, and everything just looks so sparkly. I always finish off by polishing the stainless steel appliances, because when you're cleaning, you're touching like with gloves and dirty hands, and it just leaves like marks everywhere. Here I'm taking a little break. I'm starting to get pretty beat. I know I'm almost done, so I just need to push a little bit more and I'll be done with this job. I have finally finished with the kitchen. Oh my goodness, I really regretted starting that. I did not think I was gonna be able to finish, and the worst thing is to start like a major project, like a major cleanup, like your fridge, when you take everything out, all the food, and then you kind of stop halfway through, is a disaster. So I did stop a little bit halfway through, rested, but did finish. I am in a lot of pain right now. I definitely need some painkillers, but I feel I can take them now, because if I just lie down and sleep, that's okay. I feel like a shower or a bath would really help, but I don't even have the energy for that. So maybe if the painkillers kick in a little bit, then I can have a shower. Definitely overdid it. It's how it goes. Not looking for sympathy. I'm just sure that there are many of you out there that find yourselves in the same boat, that, you know, you start something and it just gets carried away, or find it really difficult to pace and find it really difficult to not get stuff done when you feel a little bit up to it, but you know that if you overdo it, it's gonna be bad, but you can't stop yourself. Am I the only one who does that? Or do you guys do that too? I feel like I'm not the only one, but some painkillers. Of course, it's gonna be the last one. I pick it up. And because I'm taking this painkiller, then I also need to take some gravel because it makes me super nauseous. And then I also need to take a Benadryl because I'm slightly allergic to it. I get a rash from it if I don't take Benadryl. And it's the only thing that really works when the pain gets that way. So I still take it. I just make sure to take a Benadryl and a Gravol with it. But you can imagine what this cocktail will do. It will probably knock me out. Ideally, I shouldn't do things that lead me to this point that I then have to take painkillers. If I had paced myself better, or if I hadn't done the fridge today, I probably wouldn't be in this much pain and I probably wouldn't need these painkillers. But I view them as tools, and I try to live as normal of a life as possible. Of course, there's limitations. There's no doubt about that. Other times I just choose to do the things and then deal with the consequences later, or use medication to help me be able to do those things, because it's important mentally as well that you feel that you're able to keep your home, that you're able to contribute to society, that you're able to have meaningful connections with people. And a lot of the times that means pushing your body and pushing your limits. And that will mean relying more on painkillers. And I'm okay with that, because at least I live life, and that's how I keep myself mentally well most of the time, because I utilize all the tools that I have. It is much later now. It's actually pretty late. It's like 11:15 p.m. I ended up taking a shower. I don't know if you can tell, my hair looks a lot cleaner. I ended up being able to take a shower after the painkillers kicked in a little bit, and then that helped also a bit further. But I'm still in quite a bit of pain, and I'm finding it hard to fall asleep. So I was doing some editing. I started to edit this vlog, so the footage that I captured through the day, and then I'm sort of coming to the end of the footage, and then I realized I never ended the vlog. I just stopped recording. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up now, because I need to try to get some sleep. I ended up not packing today, which was one of my goals, but when the whole fridge thing kind of got on the way, then I had to deal with that, and then the packing just got left. I got a little bit of stuff out. So yeah, I got some, a foundation of clothing kind of laid out there. And I'm just gonna finish editing this vlog and try to go to sleep. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.